Well, Kevin, 46 years here at the BRC now, but initially the BATC. I guess the years have just flown by just like that.
I've flown by it so much, you just don't believe how fast it really went. Yeah. You read back and you think, oh, where it's gone. It's just, yeah, the things have changed, the track's changed, horses, everything. The way things are done, yeah.
It was a bit of a family affair because your dad worked here as well before you came along.
Yes, he worked here for about 5 or 7 years, 10 years maybe, before he introduced me to Roy Whedon at that time. He was the course manager between Doomben, Albion Park and Deegan. Yep. So, yeah.
You mentioned Albion Park. That was sort of your first posting when we used to race at the creek back in the day.
At the creek days, yes, mate. Yeah, it was really, really different. Didn't know what to expect. You know, put me on the grounds and cleaning the buildings and tidying up around the yard and things like that. And it was very different how they prepared the track. Yeah. The sand track for a race meeting down there. It was 4-man crews of a 2.5-inch hose dragging it around and just wetting it down before each meeting. It was really...
How long would that take?
A good 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it all done, before the first meeting, so first race.
Then racing finished at the creek sort of after you'd sort of been with us for five or so years and then you come across here to Doomben?
Down to Doomben, yes, mate. That was another scary part because, as you said, we'd never been here before, so...
You became part of the tracks team after a period of time, and one of those roles on race day was becoming a barrier attendant, which was a bit new for you because you weren't a horse person as such, were you?
No, nothing. I knew nothing about horses. I just the front end, the back end, and that's it. And Gavin Burke at that time, he says he'd like to train up, so within months, 6-8 months, back then it's just go out, watch, see how to handle them, watch what, and push them in. We started off pushing them in and leading them up, and so nearly 30 years up to that time.
30 years of doing that, you'd have a few battle scars, I imagine, a few stories to tell.
Yes.
Chief De Beers was an idol here at Doomben, won so many races, but there was one particular day he didn't win, and you've got a story to tell when you were standing in the stall next door to him before the start of a race.
Yeah, it was on the head of this horse. He just wouldn't settle. He just went up and he went down, keep dropping his head, and then this time he went up, and then this time he just went, I don't want to be here. He threw his legs over the petition and threw me onto Mick Dittman's lap, and that sprint, he just burst straight through the barriers, and he didn't go far, but it was just enough to upset him, and Mick didn't say anything, just give me a glare, and I said, oh, sorry Mick, what can you do? It's just one of those things in racing. It's I've never forgotten it. It's just one of those things. He didn't run a place, and oh my goodness,
another day that we had a massive crowd here at Doomben, might and power. He'd won the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups. It was such a huge thing, him coming to Brisbane in 1998 for the Doomben Cup.
98, yes. Yeah, I thought, oh my goodness, this barrier one, and they said, okay, you got barrier one. You sure you want me to lead it in? And he said, yeah, we'll just treat it as any other horse. We went straight in, stood there like a lamb, you know what I mean? It's just,
But you wouldn't forget leading a horse like that in?
No, it's just one of those things like Chief De Beers. It clicks in your mind, it doesn't...
Yeah, and there was a huge crowd looking on from the stands that day.
Yeah, it just went 2020 start, I think it was. He just walked straight in, stood there a lamb, I got out and went, just another horse. Yes.
So you did 30 years on the barriers on race day. You felt that was enough, and you gave that away about 6 years ago?
Yes, I started to get a few injuries, like getting kicked and head-butted and stuff like that. And there was a time where he kicked me in the stomach and in the side, and they bruised me, put me off work for a bit. Yeah. And I thought, it's coming close to being not fast as I was. So So the boys just said, think about giving it away. So giving it away. So
you eased into different roles on
race
day.
Easy roles on
race
days.
So do you get on the mower now and mow the track at times?
Yeah, mate, I'm always there. It's days in and Mondays and Thursdays is mowing. Yeah. Of course, proper gets done
And you would have worked under quite a few track managers here at Doomben.
Oh my goodness, yes. First was Roy Whedon, introduced me to, and then I think it was Gavin Burke. Then it was Warren Williams.
Yep.
Then Warren Williams, and there was Jimmy Roberts.
Yep.
And
And
then
Ross.
there was Ross Smith. Yeah, so he was in current course.
Who was the
manager.
best to work under?
Oh,
You can't
my
say
God.
Ross.
I can't say Ross. No. Warren Williams was very knowledgeable, and he passed it through to Jimmy, and Jimmy was really good, and he was really calm. Yeah. When you made a mistake, he didn't. Yeah, just let you know, and yeah.
So you've been here 46 years when it started out as the BATC, morphed into the BRC.
Yeah, BTC,
You've sort of
BRC,
slowing down a little bit now, and you're back to just a few days a week and sort of easing into retirement now, Kev.
Yes, I just from July onwards, I started going 3 days a week, just to transitional into probably to July next year, and then I'll probably just pull the pin.
And when that happens, it'll be a sad time, I imagine, but you'll have a lifetime of memories and friendships that you've made here over that
yes,
time.
the team here over the years, it's changed. When I first started here, I was the youngest. The older men were 50 years old, and went, oh my goodness, what am I into?
Yeah.
And then they all retired, and then the younger people come through, and it was really then it's quite different the way that transitioned all the way through the years. Yeah.
No, it's a remarkable stint. Congratulations on those 46 years, and you enjoy those next few months as we head to July next year.